Turkey's opposition parties, the pro-Kurdish People's Democratic Party, HDP, and the main opposition Republican People's Party, CHP, have filed complaints with the election board and media watchdog against President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan on the grounds of violating pre-election restrictions, promoting the ruling Justice and Development Party, AK Party, and targeting opposition parties in public rallies ahead of the June 7 parliamentary elections. According to Cihan news agency, the HDP applied to the Supreme Election Board, YSK, demanding that Erdoğan's office be warned to secure fair elections and take precautions to abide by broadcasting principles. In the petition titled Mr. President's Open Violation of Election Laws filed with the Election Board, the HDP said Erdoğan is acting as a party leader by violating his constitutional impartiality and his presidential oath requiring him to be politically impartial. The party underlined that Erdoğan attends opening ceremonies, holds rallies using government and national resources, makes statements against opposition parties during these events and uses religious symbols in a way that exploits religious sentiment. Stressing that Erdoğan has held 7 public rallies in different provinces across Turkey since March 10, the start of the electoral calendar, under the guise of opening ceremonies, the HDP said Erdoğan asked for votes for 400 deputies, engaged in political propaganda favoring the AK party and made accusatory, defamatory remarks targeting opposition parties and affecting voters' choices. The HDP also listed the speeches that Erdoğan delivered during public rallies and events in its petition. Erdoğan's controversial remarks saying he has the right to hold rallies, as he took 52% of the vote, were part of a long list of examples illustrating Erdoğan's breach of the limits of election law. The HDP also referred to Erdoğan's waving a copy of the Quran during his recent public addresses in Diyarbakır, Siirt, and Mardin, stating he uses religion as a propaganda tool. The opposition party also listed Erdoğan's speeches with examples of his violations of election restrictions broadcasted live on TV in the petition. Main opposition party files complaint with RTUK against Erdoğan. The CHP also filed a complaint with the Radio and Television Supreme Council, RTUK, on Tuesday against Erdoğan of delivering political speeches, abusing religion, and openly targeting opposition parties, T24 news portal reported. The CHP referred to Erdoğan's speeches in Batman and Diyarbakır on March 2 and Siirt on March 4 during opening ceremonies and said Erdoğan, who needs to be impartial according to the constitution and shouldn't express his views or act in favor of a political party, announced that he is not impartial with the statements he made and asked for votes for the ruling AK party for the parliamentary election slated for June 7. Erdoğan, a founding leader of the AK party who was elected president on August 10, 2014, has been calling on people during rallies he is holding across Turkey to vote for the ruling party, without explicitly stating its name, and give it the power to make a new constitution in the parliamentary elections. Erdoğan, who strongly supports a switch to a presidential system, wants the AK party to have a parliamentary majority sufficient to amend the constitution to clear the way to replace the current parliamentary system with a presidential one.